Well, sorry I'm late to the party. Anyway, my name is Hanya Halo, but you can call me Halo, and I was kinda hoping to get this video out way earlier when everyone was still talking about Stranger Things, but procrastination is a bitch, what can I say? But now that I am here, let's talk about it. Stranger Things Season 5 sure was something. It certainly was something, alright, but surprisingly enough, I'm not here to talk about Season 5 actually. Shocker, I know. Thing is, I actually kind of liked a lot of what Season 5 had to offer initially, especially when it comes to character drama. And trust me, I know it's unironically CW level melodrama, but I still really love these characters, and there were multiple scenes where I was like, damn, this
This
shit
shit means
means
something
something
to
to
me,
me.
man.
However, after I finished the season, I started thinking about it. And I kept thinking about it. And now it's been my obsession for the past month on how this show's world building is the most atrocious pile of garbage I've ever had to witness. And it matters a whole lot more than you think it does, because without consistent rules for your world, you can't get invested in the characters. Any parts of this season I did actually like on my first viewing are completely ruined when everything surrounding it is an absolute mess. And this isn't just a problem with Season 5. Oh no, dear viewer, it may be the worst in Season 5, but the world building problems with this show have been cruising for a bruising since Season 1. So I introduce to you the topic of today's video. No, like, no, like seriously, how the fuck did he do it? It may sound like a stupid question to ask, but once you really think about it, you realize just how little sense it makes. And I want to specifically bring this part of the show up because I've never seen anyone talk about it, yet it has been bothering me since 2016 and is kinda insanely insignificant. So strap in as I try to break this down for you. So firstly, let's actually look at the scene where Joyce talks to Will and see what we can glean from it. Number one, Will is able to hear Joyce from the upside down, so he can answer her questions.
Will, are you here? Okay, good.
Two, Will is able to see Joyce not only moving around so that he can direct her towards the cupboard in this scene right here, but also see her type out the alphabet on the wall so he can send her a message through it. And lastly, three is able to interact with the lights to make them flicker, turn on, or whatever else. For now, let's just stick to Season 1 and see whether they're able to stick to their own world building. First of all, the Upside Down is described as a dark reflection of our world.
Like the Veil of Shadows.
The Veil of Shadows is a dimension that is a dark reflection or echo of our world.
Which checks out. That means Will's house and everything else we see in Hawkins is present in the Upside Down. Then we have our first proper experience with the Upside Down. No, I'm not counting Barbara's scene just yet, in which Nancy crawls through a portal. In this scene, Nancy can hear Jonathan, but he can't hear her.
Nancy! Nancy!
Which, yeah, checks out with fact number one. But what about fact number two? We don't see Jonathan running around in the Upside Down, or even his articles of clothing floating around, or anything. So already it's kind of contradicting what we know. But let's just say it was a minor mistake and move on to the next example. Now we have the scene of Joyce and Hopper walking through the Upside Down. This initially fails on both accounts. They're in the town of Hawkins, a bustling place, yet nothing can be heard or seen. However, it is the middle of the night, so let's be charitable and just assume that's why it's so quiet. Plus, it was a very low budget show back at the time, and I imagine doing these kinds of effects couldn't have possibly been easy. And that's a wrap. Yeah, this is all we really get to see of the Upside Down, and it only really contradicts itself 1.5 times. Plus, back when this first released, this otherworldly dimension was kinda supposed to be Lovecraftian in a sense. Something they doubled down on in Season 2 with the introduction of the Mind Flayer. This place and being beyond our comprehension. So it still manages to be a basically perfect season of television, and the elusiveness of the mechanisms of the Upside Down only add to the mystery and horror. And I'm sure if they ever chose to continue the story, they'll continue to stick to their own world building and maybe even better explain how exactly the Upside Down works. So please tell me how in 9 fucking years and 4 seasons of running this show, this scene has only ever been further fucking contradicted and never addressed once. Like seriously, the Christmas light scene is probably now one of pop culture's most iconic visual motifs, and yet they not once cared enough to actually resolve how this was able to happen. Not only do we in every single subsequent scene of the Upside Down not see anybody or anything moving around, but we don't hear squat as well. Then to add insult to injury, they confirm the Upside Down is stuck in time during the moment of its creation.
You fucking kidding me?
If that is the case, how could Will see Joyce moving around, hear her talk, or let alone see her type out the alphabet on the wall? Plus, the only reason she puts up the wall is because she learns that the lights can be used as a method of communication. How could Will have possibly communicated with her if he didn't even know she was talking to her, let alone where the lights are so he can give her yes or no answers? Let alone know that she'd then think to use her wall for the alphabet. This seed is one of the most crucial plot points in the first season. It's how Joyce was able to learn Will is still alive, and something much more supernatural was at play here. So I don't know, it would have been nice to stick to your own world building or something. Fuck if I care. Goodbye.